Did you know today is the Independence Day of Bangladesh? I didn't either. I've actually been to that country, but that's for another podcast and another time. But hey, let's check out the Prizepicks, what we have for today. Let's go. Hey, good afternoon. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg here, back with another NBA Prizepicks video. I found 4 picks that I do like. I dropped 3 early this morning. I will put that link at the end of this video if you want to check those out. Did well yesterday, 6-2. If you check out that early video, I went through all the picks and kind of told you where we went right and wrong. Sure went even a bigger day if Donovan Mitchell would have hit that last layup with 2 minutes left. Then we would have went 7-1. But hey, still a good day, profitable. Love seeing people in the comments saying that they had good days. Let's just hope they continue here. Again, we don't have a whole lot of basketball left for the regular season, but that doesn't mean we can't take advantage of it. But with that, man, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. If any of this information is helpful for you, I'm going to go through and give you my analysis on the 4 picks, play them, fade them, use them in your decision-making process. That's what I want to be here and give you this information quick, fast, and get on out of here. So with that, let's dive right in. All right, here we go. NBA Prizepicks desktop version up here. Like I said, I have 4 picks for you here. I'll give you my analysis of why that I like them, and then you can make your decisions on them. But like I always preach, 2-man power plays your bread and butter. Play those 4 and 5 mans, no problem, but I would play them at a less dollar figure than you do your 2 mans. It's no different in the sports betting and me when it comes to parlays. But hey, if you do not have a Prizepicks account, head on over and use that promo code DFSArmy and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. All right, we're going to go some plays here. First one on the docket. I mentioned it doing a different video this morning. We're going to go Davion Mitchell, and we're going to go over 18.5 points here. Sacramento's really playing for nothing. They've basically shut down De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. They're not going to play. So it's Davion Mitchell time, man. He's played heavy minutes those last 2 games that he's played, 38 and 46 minutes in that game against Phoenix, putting up 15 and 22 shots, going up against Orlando, which is ranked 21st in points allowed, 26 in three-pointers allowed, 27th in three-point percentage allowed, 25th in free throws allowed. They're just a dumpster fire of a team, really. And we have a nice 2.5 point spread here with Orlando favored with a 221.5 over under. And again, he's put up 25 and 28 points in those 2 games. I think he's going to continue to shoot. The juice is on the over here at around -120 to -125, depending on the book you have it. I've already threw a bet on this out earlier. I dropped it out there. I love this over 18.5 here. I think he puts up 25 plus in this matchup. And it's going to be, the Davion Mitchell show. He's going to show what he's got here going towards the rest of the season. We got to jump on plays like this. So that's number 1. The next one we're going to look at here, we're going to go same game. And again, their starting lineup for this Sacramento team should be, it should start Davion Mitchell, Harrison Barnes, Damian Jones, Lyles at the 4, and then Justin Holiday. It should be their starting lineup. Metu was coming off the bench. Jeremy Lamb was coming off the bench. So that's how I think that they should start it here. But again, we're going to go Damian Jones over 10.5 points here. He's actually hit this in those 2 games as well. Again, the juice is on the over, same kind of deal, -120, -125. I prefer the Mitchell one a little bit more. If you're choosing between the 2, I'm fine with playing both. Again, he's went over that in the last 2 games. The minutes are definitely up. 30 minutes his last game against Indy. But, if something happens, I can see, they still got Metu. They still got Alex Len if they really want to, if he gets in a foul trouble or something. Or Trey Lyles might take over. So it does make you worry a little bit here. The shot volume's not massive, 8 and 6 over his last 2 games that he went over 12 and 13. But again, with no Sabonis out there, as long as he's in the starting lineup. If he's in the starting lineup, do not play this. But if he starts like he did last game, I have no problem going right back to Damian Jones here at over 10.5 points. Like I said, I ran through all the stats in Orlando, how bad they are. And Wendell Carter Jr. is questionable as well on that other side of the ball. So if he sits, it's even better for him. And they are ranked 22nd against the center. So again, it's a good matchup here for Damian Jones. The next one we're going to look at here, we're going to go over to assists. And this is just a number that is, I believe it's too low. Kyrie Irving, over 4.5 assists here. Like I stated in the earlier video, this morning, Kyrie Irving can play home games now. So that being the situation, he doesn't have to take the complete scoring load on his shoulders here. So he can be, facilitate. He doesn't have to push so hard, knowing that, depending on the matchup, I think Durant's going to outscore him, and I think Irving's going to get there and assist. Irving's went over this mark in 9 of his last 10 games. The juice is massive on the over, around -135, -140 in some books that are out there. He's faced Miami once this year on February 12th, where he put up 5 assists. Miami is a good defensive team. They're ranked 4th in assists allowed, but Kyrie Irving and Durant are just superstar players. And he's going to get the ball around. He's going to play a ton of minutes. He's averaged 37 minutes over his last 10 games. I don't see anything stopping there. And 4.5 is just too low. I wouldn't play it if it was 5.5, but at 4.5, that number to me is just one click too low, and one that we should fire on at Kyrie Irving over 4.5 assists. The next one we're going to go to, got some injury consideration in this game, and we're going to go to this Milwaukee Memphis game. And this game is interesting as there's no Drew Holiday in this game. Chris Middleton is going to be back. Giannis is questionable. If Giannis sat, I like it even more. And then on the Memphis side, we should have no Ja Morant. Clark is out as well. Dylan Brooks is going to play. I wish he would sit. I would love this play anymore, but he's going to play. We're going Desmond Bane, and we're going to go over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists here. Juice is on the over on this one as well, -125 out there. He's went over this mark in 8 of his last 10 games out there. Milwaukee's ranked 16th in points allowed, 18th in rebounds allowed, 23 in assists allowed, and 20th in shooting guard defense. And he's done really well over his last 3. And when he gets hot, he can put up some massive numbers. Shot really amazing against Indiana. Shot 12 for 15, 80%. I don't think we're going to see that all the time. Only played 23 minutes that game, and he put up 40 points, rebounds, and assists. So even in a game where it basically blew out, he still got there. I love it when his shots falling. Shot 47% against Brooklyn here, 8 for 17. Played 32 minutes, still got there. I just feel like this line should be closer to 32.5 than it is at 29.5. So it feels like it's a few points too low for him. Yes, he's only averaged around 29 minutes a game over those last 5. But 2 of them are blowouts, and both were against Indy, where it only played 23 minutes each. We should see, in a competitive game like this against Milwaukee, mid-30s minutes for him. I think his minutes are the most secure when it comes to the guys on the Memphis side. They can play a bunch of guys, but Bane should be leading the team in Memphis. Him, Tyus Jones, I feel the most secure when it comes to their minutes. Dylan Brooks probably next in that line. But they still have Anthony Melton off the bench. They have no problem playing 10 to 12 guys. So I don't want to play a ton of these Memphis guys, even against, with Milwaukee without Drew. I think it's just going to help Desmond Bane here. And if his shot is fallen, especially when it comes to his 3-ball, he could probably get there almost in points, honestly, and that's how you beat Milwaukee. So I like the over on 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and those are the 4 that I found. If we had to rank these here real quick, I would go Davion Mitchell over 18.5 points. I'd go Kyrie Irving over 4.5 assists. Desmond Bane over 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and Damian Jones over 10.5 points. So there's 4 picks that I like. Like I said, if you want to check out the early video, I will link it right now, and you can check that out, where I dropped 3 picks this morning. So we got a total of 7 today. Again, we went 6-2 yesterday. Hopefully we can keep the run going. Love seeing all the comments out there. If you have any questions, drop it. I'll do my best to answer it. If you notice I don't answer questions a couple hours before lock, that is because I do the projections over there for DFSArmy for NBA, and you know how the news hits. I am super busy, so I apologize if I don't get answering your questions when it comes to the last 2 or 3 hours up until lock, because that's where you'll find me doing all the NBA stuff over there for DFSArmy. So with that, again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button on your way out, and have a fantastic Saturday. You can watch a little basketball and hopefully put a little money in our pockets. So with that, I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.